A Rockford loan officer who specializes in working with first-time home buyers is named one of the top originators in the state.
Very exciting news. 23 News reporter Jim Haggerty talks to Stacy Jones from Green State Credit Union about what the honor means to her and her dedication to her profession.
Jones has been originating home loans for 33 years and says it's nice to be recognized for being at the top of her game. However, trophies are not why she does what she does.
She's a workhorse. I've never seen anybody do more loans than Stacy.
That's what colleagues say about Stacy Jones, named Thursday as the Northwest Region's top loan officer by the Illinois Housing Development Authority, or IDA. Jones won the award for closing 56 loans using the authority's first-time home buyers program in 2022. The total volume on those loans was nearly $8 million.
It's a fantastic award to receive, and we get to be part of their website, which draws a lot of attention to the program.
Green State Credit Union Senior Vice President Eric Norman says Jones more than deserves the award.
Customer always comes first, and one of the most impressive things that I've heard, Stacy's told me several times, she won't leave the day until she returned every phone call.
Jones says she works with first-time buyers and the IDA Assistance Program because she knows how important homeownership is for young families.
As I think about when my husband and I purchased our first home, this program is fantastic for just that situation when you're starting out.
Erica Madrana was Stacy's assistant and her daughter and knows how dedicated her mom is to her clients.
I've watched my mom since I was a little kid onward. She's always done this, and she's always helped people, and it's always been so incredible to me.
This is a great opportunity to help somebody be able to purchase a home.
Jones closes about 24 loans a month and says about a third of her clients are first-time buyers.
The IDA First-Time Buyer Program provides up to $10,000 for down payment assistance for qualified buyers.
In addition to Stacy's individual awards, Green State Credit Union was named a top 3 lender in the Northwest Illinois region.